if you're a truck guy or girl, I'm going to walk you through some of the upgrades that I did. This is a 2024 Ram 2500. And some of the things that I really like and some that I don't like so much. So here, let's go back here first. If you work out of your truck like me, you need something like this. I put this in here because, well, bedside bounces up if you don't have something holding it down. So I don't know why it does that, but I called them and they said that's just how it is. But if you have it weighed down, it's probably not going to do it unless you're like planning on jumping or something. But it slides out. It's got multiple little points. I like this one the best probably, but you can go in even further. So the one thing that I would do on the bedside differently, this is 1,000, which we paid. Would we pay for this, Sandy? Like 12 or 1,400.
Yeah.
This stuff I installed. This was already on there. But it only comes out 3/4 of the way, and so I think I would have paid the extra. It's probably like a $1,500 upgrade for the 1,500 or the 2,000 pound capacity, and they come all the way out.
100% extension.
100%. This is 75%, I think. So like when you're over here, I mean, I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'2", so I can kind of grab stuff in here anyway. This kind of makes it difficult, but my drop cloths were falling out. So, and other things, you know, like paint rollers or something, and then in which case you got to get in there and get it out. So I like these. I may cut them down to here, but that's it. Yeah. And then I put onboard air. I got to install this right here. It's like for air chuck. The air compressor is in the front corner. Can't really see it, but it's right down there. For the air horns. And I used horn blasters, which is right here. Don't blow your temper, blow your horns. Anyway, so that thing's really cool. It's not a huge air compressor, it's small, so, but you can give yourself an air shower when you're getting in the truck or whatever after a hard day's work. You could blow up your tires, certainly. That's why we kind of put it on, right, Sandy? For the camper, too. We can hit the camper.
Yep.
With it. But anyway, and then we got the running boards, which, any advice on those, Sandy? Spend the money, like spend $600-800 on them. These were like 200, right?
Yeah, these were cheap.
And
I
they
would
kinda
get
like-
the rough country ones.
Yeah, I don't like them. And plus, I use it to get up here, you know? And it just seems really weak.
They make ones that have further extension that do like a 3 kind of thing, so you can get further back.
Yeah, I would like to go all the way too. That's the other thing. Come all the way to here. And then ladder rack. I really like this Prime design. We looked forever, right? To
Yeah.
find this. Prime design, American made. And then I got these little guys, the ratchet straps. I think those were almost 100 a piece, but I highly recommend it. You could always have bungees that you bungee it with, but this is a good setup. And then the other really nice thing that this ladder rack has that I thought was overkill kind of was this. It rolls. And I was like, I really need that, you know, after having a van for all those years. But that thing's key, especially with the 40-footer. And this ladder rack, believe it or not, will handle a 40-foot ladder. Which is crazy to me, but anyway. Moving right along. I got these, which you can customize them. They were super cheap. I think I paid like $38 or something for 4 of them. And they're just kind of like a sticker that goes on there. I think we have another video.
Shipping. Yeah, we have another video of the installation.
And then, do you want to jump in this side? I'll jump in the other side and we'll try to see the end of it. And then, the other thing was the Bearcat 980 SSB. I just thought it was cool. Plus, we're going to be doing camping and everything. But I have it hooked up so you can turn it on whenever. So, anyway, there's that. We were playing with it today. We probably won't be able to get anyone in. But anyway, we have that, and then this is a PA system, which I like. It came with the speaker, this thing, and then you got this little guy here. And I just got to kind of play around. Like, we were picking my son up from school the other day, right? And he almost got into another car. And so I got in here and I was like, hey, you're getting into the wrong car. And he just looked at me and put his head down. It's like, no way. Anyway, yeah, for camping and stuff like that. I mean, it does like police things too, but that's highly illegal. It does have a horn as well. And then the other awesome thing, if you're going to do all this, you might want to do a system like this. It's like a gang box. And what that does basically is it takes tons of wires out of the equation. I'll show you what I mean. Follow me to the... I think this was by far the coolest upgrade. So it's right here. See in there? So this hooks to your battery, and then you have fuses here, and each fuse is linked to a button in there, but you just connect it right here. So it's already grounded and it's got power. And you can also, I did a little research, you can switch these fuses to whichever one you want. It's all the same thing. And so this box has a relay in it, and then it goes over here. This is like the fuse setup for the gang box, but it's so much better than to have so many wires. And then what else? The antenna for the
Antenna?
CB.
For the
If you have this Dodge model, this guy, wow, what was the... Maybe we can put the link in there. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to put the link in
But
there.
he makes these, and I think it's pretty cool. I put a little extra piece right here just to kind of block it a little better, but it works flawlessly, and it doesn't move at all, really. That's about it going down the road.
And you got the lights.
Yeah, I got these. They're like ground effects lights, and they were cheap. And actually, I gotta go look at them because something's not working right now. But I got it because there's no light under the hood. So if we're broke down on the side of the road, there's no light. Unless you have a flashlight or your phone, which you probably have. But this way, it lights up the whole engine compartment. So if I break down, I got access that way. And then I got these lights too right here. Aux beam, again. I think they were right under 200.
Can you close the hood?
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, they're really sweet.
Yeah, front view.
They have fog lights and headlights. And then just beware, you have to buy the bracket that goes with it. It just comes with the light, and then this bracket is separate, and that just goes in here and hooks to your hood. So when you lift it, the lights lift with it. But these things are key, especially if you're going off-road. I think you need them. I think that's it, right?
Yep, I think those are all the major upgrades. Oh, you built the box
What box?
on the side here, this wood box.
Oh yeah, but like those. So I put this wood box here. Just drilled it to the side, and then I put this up here, right here, because if something hits that, which we hit it with the kayak, remember?
Yep.
And we put a huge dent up there, like it was like the first like week or whatever. And so I put this here. I'm gonna put some hooks here and hang my extension cords there because I had them over here, but what happens? They hang down, and then when you're moving stuff in and out, so you just have to do the way you like it. I left this part open too because if you want to get in here real quick, you know what I mean. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
So those are your
and then of
tips.
course we have the light up here. This little LED light, believe it or not, for them to install was $100. However, I will say, if you come over here, if you live around like the Chicagoland area, I recommend these guys. Gem Tops.
Gem Tops.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job. I mean, you're always gonna have like not a 100%, but these guys really did a good job. And that's it.